Hello, Wrestling Cosmos. It is my honor and duty to proudly report the rebranding and repackaging of the formerly known Off the Four Ropes podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Essential Wrestling. Stay tuned.
Hello, Wrestling Cosmos, and welcome to another episode of Two Essential Wrestling with your hosts, HyperBeamPablo. Hello, how you doing? Along with my co-host, Quique Vazquez. How you doing, Quique?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing all right. I mean, hey, what you got there today?
It's a secret.
It's a secret, but I let you guess mine all the time. What do you think I have?
Mountain Dew.
Oh, I'm so close. I have a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Same.
I just wanted to be classic this week. That's all. Nothing strange, nothing weird. I do have still some cream soda, but just nothing but classic Coke.
We gotta start opening waters, Pablo.
You know what? I did, but during this pandemic, I usually hoarded a bunch of sodas from the store, and I got to stick with that right now. But it's nice because even though we're in a pandemic, people are not as crazy at the grocery stores as like they used to be anymore.
They're not, but the cases are rising again, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately,
They are.
Tried reopening. Didn't work. People just don't want to listen. So now we're forced. Now our end over here in California, we're forced to wear masks. So hopefully it go down soon. Wink. I don't know.
We have a large population here, so
we have a diverse culture. I want to say over here. So get ready for round two.
Round two. All right. What is this? Episode 24?
24. That's my guess.
24.
Wow, we made 24 episodes. Are you kidding me?
What is that equivalent to?
Half a year, pretty much.
A year.
Close to half a year.
Damn. You're right, huh?
We're like 2 episodes away from half a year worth of episodes. Well, if you listen to it every once a week, you know.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah.
Like a cool accomplishment.
It is, and you know what? Well, I hope we do something for our 50th episode. We'll see. I can't wait.
25th, our next episode.
25th episode. Ooh, well, we have the resolutions of the Great American Bash for that one. And
out of nowhere.
Can you believe that we had a Great American Bash because WWE refuses to let go of their copyrights?
Well, for copyrights they have to use it, right?
Yeah, I think we briefly talked about this last week, where it's like the Spider-Man situation with Sony years ago, where they had to keep making a movie or they lost the rights. So it's same thing with WWE, where it's like, well, somebody wants to use it. I think Cody was trying to get it, and there was like, and the judge was like, "Are you using it?" And they were like, "Yeah, of course, we're doing this thing on NXT called the Great American Bash."
Did you hear about the Cody Rhodes, the trademark for Cody Rhodes? How it expired and WWE like immediately just went to go re-trademark it again. It was recent.
That's crazy. Why do they want that? They're never going to use that. They will never use it. No. They're going to rename a wrestler Mr. Cody Rhodes or something.
So we're going to have to we're stuck with
Cody.
No, Cody. They say Brandy. No, what did they say? Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah, and then what did they say? Man, I'm having like blank Goldust and
Stardust.
Cody and Goldust Rhodes. Dustin. Cody and Dustin Rhodes.
I was like, what's your point? Oh, Dustin. That's right. They can't use Goldust.
Yeah. So also Gunn too. Billy Gunn.
Really? They own Billy Gunn?
They own Gunn too. Yeah, they own Billy Gunn too. So
it's just a stupid thing. Just give it to him. He doesn't need it anymore. They don't need it no more.
As if their views is gonna go up with just Billy Gunn.
Oh, okay. I'm losing track of what we're doing. Just WWE and this stupid copyright fetish or something. And anyways, in this week's episodes, we're going to be talking about AEW Fyter Fest, right? Part 1.
Part 1.
And then we have the NXT Great American Bash, Part 1.
Yep.
And isn't it funny how WWE does not consider this competition, but whenever a big event happens on AEW, they just had to create their own big event on the same day.
Yeah. You would think they would have done this like a while ago, no? Just like,
but isn't that just kind of like just what's the word I'm looking for? Ego, not a big ego or anything, or paranoid, but it's like, well, you don't consider it competition, but you still bring up competition like pay-per-views. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So you guys are worried or not? They just
honestly, I mean, Fyter Fest didn't even seem like anything special or anything different than what they've been doing these last couple weeks.
Yeah, I would consider like more like a championship episode.
I mean, tag team. They've been defending their tag team titles every week. The TNT Championship has been defended every week as well. So.
I know that's my maybe I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but they just seem to throw title shots everywhere at everybody. Everywhere. Yeah, and it's just like there's no build up for it. There's no and WWE just doesn't want to build up stars. Period.
Yeah. You got any news?
News? No, nothing crazy. I mean, we still have the COVID stuff going on in WWE.
I have a lot of news.
We had I don't know, consider it breaking news like we did last week. Huge breaking news, but it's mostly has to do with just COVID and who could possibly have it and who doesn't. And we had last week's episode scrambled, I think SmackDown, because of all the COVID testing. So a lot of people were missing. Do we want to play a game to see who was missing that day in those episodes?
Oh yeah. You mean today's SmackDown? It seems pretty empty.
We did, but we weren't sure who has the COVID. The list of people I had that were missing from last week's episodes from Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown last week and the Raw this week had the Street Profits. They were nowhere seen, right?
Yeah.
AJ Styles wasn't seen last week, but he made an appearance this week. So he probably didn't have it. They were just probably doing a second testing on him. Street Profits definitely probably have COVID. Austin Theory. So looks like he was missing, and he potentially has COVID.
Yeah.
Plus, he's going through like harassment stuff too at the same time. So he's in double jeopody. Daniel Bryan was missing.
But he was on Zoom. Did you see how he was on Zoom?
Yeah, he did. He was on that fake out thing. So he probably has COVID. So he's quarantined at home. Yeah. And I thought it was stupid the way he interrupted the match. Finn Balor, nowhere to be seen ever.
Nowhere.
He just wasn't even talked about. Kevin Owens, he decided to quarantine himself, volunteered to stay home. Good for him. Liv Morgan, nowhere to be seen. Mandy Rose, nowhere to be seen. Randy Orton.
Otis,
definitely COVID. They're nowhere to be seen. Nia Jax.
Tyson Kidd, he has COVID, doesn't he?
Tyson Kidd had a fever. That's why Natalya was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they didn't want
Natalya out.
They were like, well, we don't want you like if we're not gonna take any chances right now. So if he has a fever, you should stay home.
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley. Nowhere.
That's right. They never utilize him anyways.
Okay, so here's the weird thing. So we had that match. I think it was Mojo Rawley versus Shorty G, right? A couple weeks ago. The reason why they're not showing up and they're quarantining right now is because they were talking to the person that produced their match, Jamie Noble, and he was confirmed to have COVID. So since they were with him, they told him to stay home.
Yeah. No, I was about to say that Jamie Noble.
Yeah, so it's most likely he infected those two.
Yeah.
So Rey Mysterio and Dominic probably just staying home because of the COVID. So they're doing there's Titantron interviews. Sheamus and Sonya Deville. Sheamus might have it. He's just staying home. As we saw from the clip. Okay, so the story is I think with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, along with Lana, they weren't on TV because they went on a trip, like a boat trip together or something, and so they probably all infected each other.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's a lot of guys, and apparently 30 people were infected last week.
Yeah. It's I read about 30 of them. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people. And now WWE is changing their stance on the masks. It's like, yeah, of course you can wear masks now inside. We're just, when the camera's on you, make sure you take it off. And then we're going to dim the lights on you so people don't really see you wearing masks. Even though we're selling masks on WWE.com that you can buy and we should be advertising, but we really don't want to look bad with people.
I know. Oh, yeah, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, right?
We did.
They're selling the mask, and they might as well just give them those masks, and it's a good advertisement.
It's like, why don't you do it? It just seems one-on-one. They don't think. I don't know why they're not thinking. It's like it should be that easy.
Yeah. Did you hear about Velveteen Dream apparently getting released? Maybe.
No, that's probably in the rumor mill, but.
And then apparently he got involved in a car accident.
Yeah, he was in a car accident. I don't know. I think he's okay though. He just looked like.
Yeah.
I don't really know the details. Do you have the details on that?
No, not much. That's pretty much that he was at the hospital.
Okay. He's not at a local medical facility.
Apparently WWE was not happy about Renee Young going public with COVID-19.
Oh yeah, they're so mad with her. They're mad with anybody that okay, so the story is they told the wrestlers not to reveal if they have it, not to reveal it online or anything, but they forgot to tell like the interviewers, the outside ring, the non in-ring talent about it. So that's why he had Renee and Kayla and Jamie Noble and all these people come out about it. So they're upset about it. But
did you hear about Vince McMahon? Apparently they saw a big wealth increase, basically a net worth increase during coronavirus pandemic.
I heard Vince is more of a billionaire than before.
Basically, yeah. I guess he gained. I'm not sure how much he gained. I had it on here.
He had a lot, and it's disgusting that he's still releasing people during all this.
And I thought I got the nose, but I guess he gained. Oh, sorry, I got it right here. He gained a 10%.
Ego.
I'm losing 177 million. He gained 177 million dollars in this whole during this whole.
That sounds like more than 10 times the amount that he was paying those people that he released. It sounds like he could
probably like a little small amount of everyone that he released.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Like the amount of money he didn't need at all. He just did it for the stockholders.
Yeah.
And apparently, was it Chelsea Green? She's in the doghouse for no reason.
Is she really?
I think they're still mad that they couldn't borrow. I think they're mad that they couldn't let her borrow that pool. Zack Ryder's pool.
Did they end up using her pool or no?
No, I don't think so. Of course not. I would not let them.
I honestly thought I thought they were gonna build a storyline with Charlotte, or they broke her up with the Robert. What is the Robert brand? The Robert Stone brand.
Stone brand.
Yeah, and then there she went MIA.
They dropped it and they put her in the doghouse along with Shayna Baszler.
Oh man!
It's both of them. Either they have COVID or they're just they have the rosteritis where we don't have nothing for you.
How do you feel about WWE purchasing Evolve Wrestling?
Wow, I was going to bring that up. It's good. It's good because I feel like that should be something on the network.
More shit for your WWE network.
I feel like it's more. I mean, would you want to watch it? I'd watch it.
I'll watch it. I mean, for the most part, you're going to get a lot of Austin Aries. I've lost Austin Aries.
No. We're not talking about Austin Aries. After what he did on Twitter, I just don't feel like talking about it. Just people, just don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant if people want to wear a mask,
What about Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows going to Impact?
Impact Wrestling?
Also, as well as Heath Slater, I believe for their Slammiversary pay-per-view.
Good for them for finding work.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna watch the show. You can't make me watch Impact, but I'm glad they have work. Also, did you hear about? Okay, so two more rumors, two big rumors probably.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Tessa Blanchard. Apparently,
Yeah.
Triple H is a big fan of her.
Yeah.
So she recently got released from Impact Wrestling, and do you know why?
Wasn't it some racist remarks that she made?
No. That wasn't that. That was revealed before she became
that was revealed
Impact Wrestling. The champion, right? So they had this big push in her, and the pandemic happened, and she stopped showing up for work, and she did nothing. They asked her to do the simplest thing. Can you just like record a selfie video talking about a promo and sending in before the show starts? And she couldn't even be bothered to do that. So they fired her because she didn't do her job.
She's a handful. I don't think you would want to have her in WWE.
I know. What does Triple H think? Like, why do they want her that badly? She just seems like heavy baggage.
She's second generation.
Even still. But can you believe that? Imagine that. Imagine they just at your work is like begging you. We just need you to send like a 5-minute video talking about something, and you don't even want to do that. And you're the world champion. You have somebody else bringing back the TNA like championship just for like a gimmick.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's incredible enough.
I can already see Charlotte versus her.
Yeah. Speaking of Charlotte, this might tie into what we're going to talk into next. Kairi Sane potentially retiring soon.
What?
Looks like she wants to. Well, apparently she's going to go back to Japan, and she's probably going to retire from wrestling 1 year from now.
I don't blame her after the hell that she went through.
Well,
I think couple months.
Yeah. I think it's because she wants to be with her husband, and since she got married, I think she's ready to settle down and retire from wrestling. Again, I can't. Don't ask me. Don't quote me on it. But I think something. I don't know. But the plans were that she was going to suffer a career-ending injury, kayfabe, in WWE versus either Shayna Baszler or Charlotte. And then that she would go away, and then the WWE would let her go to Japan, and it looked like she would wrestle in Japan for like a year before she retired.
Oh, okay.
So what a waste. That seems like a huge waste.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not WWE that's causing her to leave. She's just choosing to leave on her own to live the rest of her life.
Yeah.
It's sad that not only the best memories I have from her is her getting killed by Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. So, I think that's all the big news of the week. Do you have anything?
That's pretty much it.
Well, Evolve.
There's rape allegations brought up against Jimmy Havoc. So
I think
we'll see what AEW does about that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything new to talk about, any more allegations besides. I think we talked about Marty Scurll already.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Okay, so you want to get into Down and Dirty Wednesday Night War?
Let's get down and dirty.
Let's get down. AEW.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Go the gist of it. So you were talking about the Wardlow and Luchasaurus match, the lumberjack match.
So that happened like last week's episode.
That was last week. Yeah. What were you saying about that match?
So when after before the show started, I was bringing it up, and I was kind of ranting how we give a lot of crap to WWE and how they're just a joke when it comes to their social distancing and whole pandemic, safety measures. And why are they having? It's like AEW doesn't do the same thing either. Why are they having this lumberjack match?
It looks like their audience is getting bigger,
and it just like
every week.
It's just like they go in their crowd. Nobody's like doing practice social distancing whatsoever.
Yeah, apparently, they let in some fans into the upper risers, and they didn't test them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
they just checked the temperature and no mask either.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't talk about. Apparently, Taz got heat for the comments he said from this week's episode, where he called WWE a sloppy shop.
A sloppy shop, yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? If WWE wasn't such a sloppy shop, they wouldn't be called that.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna fault him for it. So I don't care. I don't care that he said it. It's true. It's true. I can't fault something if it's true.
Anything else to talk about from that episode? Joey Janela. Have you seen the Joey Janela and Sunny Kiss tag team?
What happened? Oh, the tag team match?
No, the tag team match, and also like how they're building them. Kind of like with those skits and the.
Yeah, well, this was pretty much they had to change the tag team match, wasn't it? Because of QT Marshall either potentially having COVID.
Yeah, well, he ran with he ran into he had
some issues going on that he needed to be taken off TV.
I believe he got exposed to someone that has COVID. So
yeah,
they kept him away.
Actually, I think he was talking about Renee and John Moxley.
Who?
QT Marshall.
Oh, QT Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think he was referring to that, and I think he was referring to those two.
Ah.
So that's why he's in quarantine right now.
I was gonna say, and they acknowledged it too. They actually said, QT Marshall is away because he got exposed, to someone that has COVID.
Yeah, the AEW's not. They're not afraid. They're real. We're not stupid. They know people aren't stupid. They know what's going on in the world. Yeah. Unlike WWE and Vince, mostly they just ignorant of the whole thing and think that it will go away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like. Okay, so it's like, again, with WWE, they say things they say things out of their mouth, but doesn't go with whatever thing they're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like with WrestleMania. They're like, well, the safety of our fans and wrestlers are our number one priority. So we will have WrestleMania this year. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Going back to AEW. Okay, so anything else that important? Basically, how do you like the Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho feud?
I like the feud. It's different.
I like it. You like how they're building it, and it's for next week, right?
Yeah. And didn't you hear the comments that Jericho said about Orange Cassidy?
Which ones?
The ones that they talked about how when he talked at Tony Khan, like before AEW, when the AEW was still starting it off the ground, when they were building their roster and stuff, he asked Tony Khan, it's like, why would you ever sign this guy?
Yes.
It's like, why would you ever sign this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, now I get it. You know, he understands his gimmick now. So, so I kind of like that because it just plays like it's like real life. It's like, why would you ever want somebody like this? That's like seems like a joke.
I still don't get it.
The gimmick?
The gimmick, yeah.
I love the gimmick. I get it.
I still don't get it. I get it, but I'm not into it.
You don't get how it's successful, or it's just
I understand
why does it work, you know?
I get why it works, and I get why it's successful, and I get why it basically it's successful, and it's big with the AEW fans. I'm just not into it. I just feel like I don't know. He's just there. I like when he bleeds.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But he can go crazy and attack Jericho and be like he's oh shoot, this guy can actually fight.
Yeah. I like that. So, but I don't know. Something's missing.
Maybe some Mike Tyson.
Some Mike Tyson. Oh.
What if he interfered in their match? What happened to that feud? That it just disappeared?
I think they're saving it. I think Chris Jericho mentioned Mike Tyson at Fyter Fest.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're saving it. They're probably saving it for All Out, if anything.
Okay.
Their big pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. We had the whole best friend promo and stuff like that.
When was that?
Did we get that last week?
At Fyter Fest?
Last week. Though, because we had the episode. We had the tag team title match this week.
I think it was a backstage segment.
Oh yeah, it was a segment.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a good promo too.
I think the promo. It's very organic. You know, it's like they've never been the tag team champions before. This is their chance. They're on a hot streak.
Yeah.
It's good for them.
How'd you like
We also had Jurassic Express
for Fyter Fest. Jurassic Express versus MJF and Wardlow. Yeah, problems. I thought it was a good match.
I know. I liked it.
It was really good.
I really liked it. No, get me wrong. I like it, and I like who won. I'm just like, man, Wardlow's is just a piece of junk, because he's just getting jobbed out so much.
I mean, ever since he lost to Cody, it's
like the worst bodyguard I've ever seen.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's just the worst. And I like MJ's promo. I was like, why is he here curtain jerking pretty much? And he realizes, because we're at war. We're at a ratings war right now. So I like to reference that.
For Luchasaurus, I feel like he's really, he's very athletic. But is it just me? I just feel like he's going to get injured. I don't know why.
You think he's Khali or Edge?
Like, huh?
So are you saying like as fragile as Khali or fragile as Edge?
It just looks like, I don't know, when he does these high spots,
mm-hmm.
It just looks like he's really stiff, and it probably has to do with his size and his like length of
he's a big guy.
He's a big guy, yeah, but he's gonna get hurt.
He's a big guy.
Remember, he got hurt by just stretching.
I know, but remember Big Show talked about this. Like, you have to wrestle a certain way when you're a big guy, or you're gonna get injured.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
we've had these big guys talk about it before. It's like, you can wrestle that way, but you're gonna double the chance you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
So
it scares me.
I don't think we're gonna worry. If they do it, they just do it. We just have to cheer. We just gotta enjoy him while we can, because we don't know.
He's years old.
He's He's millions of years old.
Did you like how Jericho was on commentary the entire night?
Yeah, I did. And I like this Canadian shirt, little make-believe shirt. Really.
I'm pretty sure they purposely did it for the ratings, and unfortunately, did you see how they lost?
Yeah, they did. NXT was ahead, and
then, Chris Jericho got defensive about it. Yeah, went on Twitter and said that doesn't matter. The age is 18 to 39 or 49?
I thought it was 35 or something.
Is it 35? 18 and 35.
Yeah, I thought that.
So.
Oh, well. Yeah, and then Sasha was like, well, it's because of me. I was in the main event of Great American Bash. Of course the ratings would go up. Hey, you know what? That could be true. A lot of people like Sasha. Be.
How'd you like Cody versus Jake Hager? AEW Tag Team.
I liked it, and I liked the ending.
You like the ending?
I liked the ending a lot.
It was a good way to protect.
He protected Jack Hager a lot.
Yeah.
So, but the whole inner circle was losing tonight.
Yeah. And yet, I don't know. I mean, what are they gonna do with Hager?
Hager? Nothing. You can't use him right now. We have too many talent in AEW to push. Looks like we might get a rematch with Cody.
Yeah. By the looks of it, yeah. What's the next pay-per-view? The Fallen.
Fight for the Fallen.
Fight for the Fallen, yeah.
And that title still is ugly, by the way.
Dude, that
title is so ugly. I like the color. I just feel like it's not finished. I honestly feel like it needs a coloring. Like, it needs to be gold and added some more detail into it.
Why hasn't it been done yet?
They said the pandemic slowed it down. So, but you could do something. Can't you make a counterfeit while we get this thing to work? Or you can't get the gold or something to get in there. They can't find the jeweler. He's on unemployment right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Brian Cage versus Jon Moxley is postponed for Fight for the Fallen. Obviously, WWE got pissed off at Taz's promo.
Yeah, let him.
I mean,
I think you probably need to drop the title.
I mean, it got moved for July 15th. So that's a couple more weeks. I don't know. Do you think he'll drop the title? Do you think the title's gonna change, or?
I think you should.
For the sake of moving forward, especially with the pandemic.
I just feel like Moxley has a weird title reign where it started strong, but the pandemic put like a roadblock on it, and it's never been the focus of AEW. Like, isn't it bad that I feel like the TNT Championship has got like more main events than the AEW title?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Isn't that crazy? Like that TNT title seems more important right now than the AEW title, and it's not even.
It's not even what? Hello?
I had technical issues. Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have to edit this, but
No, you're good. You're good. Continue.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. I'm just saying. Last thing I say, the AEW Championship hasn't really been on the main event, has it?
No, it hasn't.
So, I don't.
Well, I mean, that's why they brought in the TNT Championship to have it as a main event, or.
Yeah, I know, but we don't
defend every night, and
we only have 4 pay-per-views a year though with that title, and it feels like it's treated like a mid-card title.
What if? I mean, this is only 2 weeks, so we're just gonna have Fyter Fest. I mean, unless we're waiting for Jon Moxley to be quarantined still, and then, I mean, he's still living with Renee Young. Like, he hasn't got a hotel or another house. He's still in the same house with her.
And then WWE, with the way they're acting, she might get COVID again. We don't know.
Okay. What if Jon Moxley he doesn't show up?
What do you mean doesn't show up?
Like
Brock Lesnar?
Like, he pulled a Brock Lesnar. He just doesn't show up. He can't show up.
Oh, then they're going to call the AEW hypocrites.
And they call, or whatever, Tony Khan, or they get a message from Tony Khan. Basically, he's unable to compete. And Brian Cage actually wins it. What if they use that tactic in order to that booking?
Because then you're then you're just going to be Triple H 2002 when he wins the title.
Well, but the thing is, Jon Moxley said, where did I read this? I don't know. Apparently, he does not want to leave Renee Young. He doesn't want to go to a hotel. He doesn't want to be separate from her.
I don't blame him, though. She's sick.
Apparently, he wants to be with her. So there's no other way. I mean, how do you move forward?
Then you're gonna have to do a segment where you dress up a guy like Dean Ambrose and he gets attacked from behind and you don't see his face.
I honestly think that's how he's gonna he's gonna drop his title. I think he's he can't show up.
Either he shows up with a mask and wrestles. You don't know. he has to drop the title. Well, they promised the match, so the match is gonna happen. But he'll probably come in, test him, make sure he's not positive, and then when he tests negative, he'll come in, he'll have the match, and then he'll drop the title, and then
expose Brian Cage to COVID,
and then he'll get then the circle continues.
Oh my God!
Until finally everybody gets the title shot.
All right, how'd you feel about Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Best Friends? Best Friends showing up with Trent's mom's minivan.
Silly. That was great. I liked it. I like the match. I like this. The tag title. I mean, Kenny Omega and Adam Page are the best wrestlers in the world.
Definitely. And I like the fact at the end how they still fight, or Adam, they're still arguing.
They're just so good wrestlers. And then we have the tease with the FTR.
Yeah.
And are they going to take the titles?
FTR?
Yeah. We have to get these titles off of them. They're just not it's making every team unbelievable. Like,
well, I mean, we have to. Well, first we're gonna have to turn Hangman heel. If they have a feud with Kenny Omega, the titles will go to FTR or the Young Bucks. No, it'll probably be FTR. Most likely.
It's gonna have to be FTR. Because if
it'll be FTR, and then the FTR will face
But
the Young Bucks.
Don't you think you're gonna have to do this for what's their All Out episode pay-per-view?
No, yeah, I think the All Out card. I think the All Out card is gonna be a heel Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega and FTR versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah, that has to be it. That's
gonna be the.
That's the biggest
matches.
thing that they can do.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe we're so getting ready for that. That's not 3 months away.
It's in September, yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah, they're just best wrestlers. But anyway, my only problem is that other tag teams are starting to look super generic to me. Because there's
a lot of tag teams.
It's just Private Party and Santana Ortiz. We had that, and that just seems so generic. I want to say because all the tag team matches are starting to be the same. We're doing the crazy spots. They're doing high flying moves, and they just all look like. Could you, if you have Private Party and SCU, could you really tell the difference in their match styles?
SCU can barely even move, dude. There's a huge age gap.
It's that still though, but they still try to wrestle the same style. Even Santana Ortiz, they're just doing that like high flying and like big spots.
Yeah, well, pretty much everyone high flies.
Yeah, and just kind of like wish
high flying. It's an indie style that's.
I know. I wish they could just pace it better. You know, I don't want to see that all night long.
Yeah.
But
that was Fyter Fest.
Well, we forgot about the women's title.
I kind of. Well, I mean, did I skip it? I did skip it, huh?
Hikaru Shida.
Oh yeah, Hikaru Shida versus Penelope Ford.
Yeah, man. I finally digging a women's champion for the first time in AEW.
Really?
I actually do like her better as champion than the previous two. Riho did nothing for me. She was so forgettable. And it's like, oh my gosh, she's so small, but she's so scrappy.
I still can't get over how she beat Nyla Rose. I still cannot get over it.
No, me neither. I'm sorry. It's just look. I mean, I could suspend my disbelief, but the way she won it just seemed kind of just flukish.
Yeah.
And
dude, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Nyla Rose had such a forgettable quick. Does she have the COVID now?
Nyla Rose?
Yeah.
I don't know. She wasn't on TV, huh?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm still waiting for Dr. Britt Baker to get her hands on the.
Well, she's got to finish her role modeling career first.
Yeah. Do you think her injury is legit?
I think
Does she have surgery for that, or do you think it's just part of the gimmick right now?
It probably is just minor surgery. It's probably just healing right now.
It's just healing. Probably like a really bad strain, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it was really bad, I wouldn't be on TV every week.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have jeans on and then just have the cast over the jeans. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not like Samoa Joe where he has a broken thumb, but he can still be there.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that was Fyter Fest. How'd you like everything? For me, it just seemed like another AEW Dynamite.
Hey, they had pyro. They had pyro.
They always have pyro.
They just throw pyro right at the show. Even when Jericho got pyro for being an announcer.
Look, speaking of pyro, is it just me or is this pyro like different than WWE's? It's like, louder. There's a bunch of smoke. You can't even see like the actual pyro. It's like budget pyro, huh?
It's stuff I could buy at a fireworks store. It's what it is.
Because I have always noticed that, but I never brought it up. On Fyter Fest, they had a lot of pyro. They did.
They probably bought it from a truck. That up. They probably bought it on a truck on the street. I don't know.
They bought it outside of the TNT fireworks outside of Walmart.
No, the Walmart in Mexico.
It just seems really like budget pyro, and it's a bunch of smoke and.
I think it's very.
It sounds so weird.
Plus, it's in the outside. Their stadium's outside.
No, it sounds like that in their indoor arenas. I've always noticed that.
Really?
Yeah.
I just chalk it because maybe the way the stage is set up, because it's like part outside, so maybe the sound is just flying up into the air.
No, it's like that. It's just always like that.
It's their production value too. They could sound a little different. I don't know.
It just seems like there's more smoke than there is actual pyro. You can't even see the pyro. It's just
smoke. We'll write a letter to AEW to see if their ventilation works or something. We'll get an exclusive interview next week for that with Tony Khan. Can we send him a hashtag and see if he'll respond?
I mean, his family's worth $6 billion. I think he can add a little bit more into the budget for pyro. All right. Let's do NXT.
We had to, NXT has to combat that with their own special episode that they did at the last second.
So. I'm trying to figure out if there was anything from last week's episode. I mean, basically Roger Strong facing Dexter Loomis. Another undisputed therapy, and of course, Mr. Keith Lee.
Keith Lee
wins the match against Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano.
Which I kind of spoiled. I don't know if you guys heard that. But, yeah, winner takes all next week's episode. Are you ready for that? Did you hear any news about it or rumors about it?
Well, I know a picture surfaced online about it.
I did too, but we're not going to spoil it here. I'm just saying, how dare it? How stupid do you have to be? You're an employee of WWE. This was an employee of WWE that tweeted that. Whoever tweeted it, it's probably gonna be doghouse for life.
I feel like
Vince. I heard was super furious over this.
I feel like NXT. Well, the wrestlers don't know once they're wrestlers. I don't know. I mean, once they're wrestlers, I guess they don't know how to be an audience.
Yeah, but you're at the taping. You should not reveal your own spoilers.
Well, apparently they did two tapings. Yeah. One with what was shown, and then another one. So.
Yeah, but these people work there.
Well, we'll see what happens.
They probably told everybody in the audience beforehand you're not supposed to share anything. Like it's some undisclosed agreement.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But anyway, no spoilers here. I'm excited to see the match. Are you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm predicting NXT to have like a higher rating.
Oh yeah,
because of this match.
This match is gonna be amazing.
This match is gonna just blow over.
It's gonna be bananas.
Unless Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy do something, so
they're gonna invade NXT. Can you believe that we're gonna have NXT their championship, their double championship match versus Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy as the main event. Not the AEW title. It's gonna be that match.
Yeah, pretty much. I just hope they don't pull some bullshit on us and have.
It's just gonna be weird because whoever wins that title versus title match, they're gonna have both gold. So. Whoever wins, are they just gonna drop one title right away? Because whoever wins that world title, Karrion Kross is gonna go after him.
Yeah, unless Karrion Kross gets involved.
Yeah, which I don't know. I don't know that far into the match, so
I hope
he could have got involved. We just don't know.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't, because that's gonna. I mean, that's just
okay. So he's either
typical WWE booking.
He's either after the NXT World Title, or is he going to go after specifically Adam Cole?
I don't know.
So we don't know because he said his target was Adam Cole, but was it with or without the championship?
Well, Keith Lee broke his little what is it called, an hourglass?
Yeah.
Remember? So and then they showed a promo video, a segment. Yeah, about that whole thing, breaking the hourglass. So,
So we'll see who he goes after.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
How'd you like the setup for NXT Great American Bash? The cars, the little tiny sparkle. See, you can at least see the little sparkles. The little pyro.
Yeah, but what's the cars have to do with anything?
The banner.
What does the cars have to do with anything? NASCAR?
I mean,
is that
they're American cars?
Who cares?
They had a Dodge Viper.
We had a street fight with all these cars around.
I just get annoyed that they bring these cars in and they don't destroy them. I want them to destroy them.
We don't have Brock Lesnar rip the handle and throw it at the audience right now.
That was a Cadillac. I want them to rip off a Dodge Viper.
They don't want to. It's expensive. They're like, open the trunk, but do it slowly.
That was for Dexter Lumis, right?
Yeah.
Open it slowly.
Open it slowly. Don't break it. We gotta return it. It's a rental.
Oh man. Okay, so
yeah, talk about whatever match. I don't care.
You don't care? Well, I mean, none of them even mattered. I mean, basically, Tegan Nox, number one contender for the NXT Women's title.
Fatal 4. Good match. Tegan Nox, interesting choice.
Yeah.
But I really hope this Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox feud is done. It's over. That was it. Please. That no more. We're done. I don't want to see these two fight anymore unless it's for the title.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Go get away. We had 6 months of this. Get away.
Okay, so what do you think of
since Survivor Series? All right. Okay, I'm done.
What do you think about Dexter? Okay, so I'm gonna skip the other matches. What do you think about Dexter Loomis and Patrick Strong?
He's scary. He scares me.
You like him, right?
Dexter Loomis, I do like him. He just reminds me of a different kind of monster character.
Okay.
Where he's more what's the word I'm looking? He's not like a focused monster or something like that. Where he's a calculating monster, I want to say.
Yeah.
And he still wants to abduct Roderick Strong for some reason.
he moves like Randy Orton, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of, yeah. But it's just he looks cool. He's got a cool look to him. That's probably why I like him so much. And Dexter Loomis is a cool name. So it reminds me of like a Stranger Things type character.
Oh, okay. What about NXT Women's Champion? Io Shirai.
Sasha Banks. I liked it. It's really
wish it could have been a title match.
I really liked it. Yeah, why wasn't it a title match? I thought it was a title match. Wasn't it a
non-title match? Non-title, yeah.
But they treated it like a title match.
They did, yeah.
Shirai versus Sasha. No, it wasn't a title match.
It was a non-title match.
Whatever.
Asuka got involved.
It was. We got the Miss, and they celebrated, and they were hugging.
I mean, I have a problem. The referee didn't. I mean, they try to. Sasha Banks basically hid her face.
I can't believe she kicked out after that. I thought that was in.
I know that. I tried to I rewinded it back. I was like, how the fuck did the referee not see that her whole face is green? But I guess she hid her face with the.
She put her leg over her face when they got the pin.
Yeah, and also she hit her face with her hair, so the ref never saw it. And once he noticed her face, that's when he was like, "What the hell?"
Well, he looked away at the first count too, so he tried to play stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fine. It's okay. It's like if you saw if you looking really quick, probably got smudges off their makeup or something. So
yeah. Dude, her whole face was green.
I know it was, but they did their best. Okay, I suspended my belief.
All right. So we'll see next week for Great American Bash. I thought it felt special.
You didn't like the Timothy Thatcher match?
No.
Or the Rhea Ripley double submission?
No. I mean, yes, but.
And she can only beat up them two.
You're being sarcastic with me, right?
No, of course not. Why would I? It's just my other thing is Rhea Ripley is just so down in the dumps now, isn't she? She's so buried.
Yeah, I mean, once we see more storyline or more being developed, then we'll talk about it more.
Okay,
but it's just
but I feel bad for Rhea. She was like the hottest thing in NXT. She was
she was a hot toy.
She was the Becky Lynch of NXT, and it was taken away. It was taken away as soon as she lost to Charlotte. Now she's just a mid-card garbage.
And she cried. But who knows? Hey, maybe the Robert Stone brand that's where they're building.
She should have just turned heel and went Robert Stone.
I think that's where the storyline is going. You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't trust WWE. If Vince is involved with NXT now, I don't trust it.
I think that's where the storyline is going.
And Aaliyah's a terrible wrestler. Okay.
Yeah, she's terrible.
So awful.
Yeah, she's awful. So I thought the whole that wasn't pay-per-view, but the episode was special. Yeah. The matches were meh.
This was just the warm-up for next week.
It was just a little your appetizer, and we'll get the full course meal next week.
It's the first dish, and we're gonna get the main dish and dessert next week.
Yeah. So.
All right. Now we got the Wednesday Night War of the way. Congratulations to NXT for winning that. Let's talk about SmackDown.
Okay, so we have
the first.
First let's talk about last week. Nothing happened last week.
Well, it was the Undertaker retirement special, which they treated like he died. Did it not seem like he died?
My God.
They had all these promo packages. They had all this music. They showed him when he first debuted. They had the wrestlers come out and just clap Undertaker while he had his picture up on the screen. And then we had Baron Corbin come out, act stinking like the Undertaker's dead or something like that. And then Jeff Hardy's there. He's the only person there related to the Undertaker after all the COVID testings to defend his honor.
And then the episode ends with Jeff Hardy on his knee.
And just giving the salute to the Undertaker. And everybody's doing their finisher on Baron Corbin. But Undertaker's retired, but he could still show up and do stuff.
I mean, I feel like all this is just...
They teased Baron Corbin getting like his comeuppance with the Undertaker, and it never happened.
I feel like all this is a storyline.
You don't think he's really retired? I don't think he's.
I don't think he's really retired.
He's gonna get
who the fuck retires in the middle of a pandemic?
Undertaker. He might get. Probably doesn't want to get COVID. That's why he's not gonna.
No, well, yeah. I mean, but either way, even if COVID wasn't here, we still wouldn't get Undertaker right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to him. He might be getting fat during all this. We don't know.
It's just weird. This just came out of the nowhere, and then I don't know. It just seems weird and getting all this like
and half the show is just showing Undertaker matches. So I really don't know if we can really talk about it. What other matches? No other matches happened on there that we need to talk about.
That doesn't matter now. We can move on to the next week.
Yeah.
But
well, they had the Intercontinental title match. They had to postpone it for this week. So everything got jumbled around. So
how'd you like that was today, since we're recording on Friday. Matt Riddle, did you see the Matt Riddle? How Matt Riddle started off SmackDown with an interview by Michael
Cole, and we had the whole story of how he wrestles with no shoes on. And he basically gets that burning sensation because he has frostbite, something like that. I'm doing like a mashup of the promo he did, but oh my god, he got interrupted by Baron Corbin. Oh my god, it's what we predicted,
dude.
But we didn't get the match. We had a match with him versus John Morrison instead.
Yeah, apparently Corbin can call matches and pick opponents.
He is the king, so we have no GM figure because the only one we had the only thing we had was Adam Pearce but he was there last week giving everybody COVID.
Yeah.
He stood on the box in that background segment with when Jeff Hardy ran over allegedly ran over Elias, and he was there talking with the wrestlers up in their faces spreading COVID.
Hey, and speaking of that running over, oh my god, they had COVID during that time.
Yeah, they did.
What was I gonna say? They never developed that storyline anymore, huh? Like any backstage or
I think it's slow burning. It's really slow burn. We're gonna forget
footage of Sheamus doing it or Sami Zayn or nothing, huh? It's
a slow burn until Sami Zayn comes back. Because I think it's Sami Zayn.
It is, huh?
I 100% believe it's him. But they're saving it. They're saving it when after they have the match, and then Sami Zayn's gonna come and attack Jeff Hardy when he beats Sheamus.
Yeah, he's like, it was me.
It was me all along. Because they said a pale guy, red hair. It was me.
Oh man. As for the original bro Matt Riddle, dude, he has a lot of charisma, and I feel like. SmackDown is the right place for him. He just fits in with the SmackDown brand.
He does. I just hate how he's tainted right now with allegations.
Yeah,
it's so soured him right now. Whether it's true or not, it's just like sucks that it's on him right now.
Oh yeah. He needs to get that all cleared up and everything.
Okay. Did you just swear? You just beeped. Anyways,
no.
Anyway, okay, so. Is he going after AJ Styles, or we're getting the Baron Corbin feud first?
No, we're getting the Baron Corbin feud.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want it.
We're going to give you it whether you like it or not.
Throw it away. I don't want it.
Why? So I have a question. What? Go ahead.
I was going to talk about the Bray Wyatt stuff, but go ahead.
Bray Wyatt. Oh, I was just going to say, why the hell did AJ Styles wrestle with a shirt on?
Maybe that's where they poked him for testing. I don't know. I don't know why. It's so weird to distract us from Daniel Bryan's weird cut-ins for the Intercontinental title match.
That was just weird. I don't know. He just wrestled with a shirt on. An Intercontinental Championship match with his shirt.
He probably just didn't look good or something. Maybe he had a weird shave, or he had a big wart or something. I don't know.
A big wart.
Did you like the match?
Yeah, it was good.
It's good. I mean,
okay, if it was popping up on Zoom, I don't know.
I feel like it got ruined because Matt Riddle beat AJ Styles. So we need to have that title match. So this match was kind of like already predictable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what killed it for me. And then Daniel Bryan just feels like there's a better story coming along where Daniel Bryan's gonna come after AJ Styles. I'm like, oh, poor Drew Gulak. Your time is not now.
Yeah.
Your time will come, but it's not now.
I would have preferred Matt Riddle to take the Intercontinental Championship match and then bring it into King Corbin
I should have been a shocking title of victor. Like Matt Riddle should have came in and won the title instantly.
Definitely. And it's legit. He's an MMA fighter. I mean, he's strong and he's just legit. He's like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and then we can have this Baron Corbin feud actually feel better because I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I still don't want to see it.
I feel like the Matt Riddle and John Morrison match could have been better. I just feel like it was just thrown away, but I feel like they could have done a really good match.
John Morrison's kind of broken for me.
Yeah.
This whole Miz thing killed him. His momentum.
Okay, how'd you like about the Bayley and Sasha Banks promo, the promo segment?
Yeah, where they had the promo package and everything.
Yeah, when they say that better than Lita, Trish Stratus, and John Cena.
Man, I like the promo. Again, these two are doing their best. I'd rather have these two on all three shows than Charlotte ever again.
Do you think they're saving the Bayley and Sasha match for WrestleMania?
I think they're not having it.
Too far.
I think they're not going to do it. I think they're purposely memeing or they're taunting us because they know we want this feud. But their characters are going like, ha ha, you're stupid. We're not going to be that way.
Yeah.
If we do get it, if we do get it, it's going to be when we least expect it.
Okay.
It'll be just like the Cena heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're never getting it.
Cena heel turn. Okay, so anything else important? So basically, the Jeff Hardy, Sheamus.
It was worse than I thought it'd be.
It
was worse than I thought it'd be. So they promised us this whole drink, a toast to Jeff Hardy, and Sheamus is not even there. He's quarantined somewhere else in a room backstage. And then Jeff Hardy attacks the poor guy, the poor bartender for no reason. He gives him a drink and then he hits him and Swanton bomb like a heel. So who's the face in this feud?
I mean, the bartender looks like. I mean, he clearly looks like he's a NXT baby, but
still, he attacked an innocent bartender.
No, yeah, that was just random.
He killed him. So we had the Bray Wyatt and the Braun Strowman feud going on, and they're calling it the Extreme Rules Horror Show. It's gonna be the Wyatt Swamp match.
Yeah.
The Wyatt Swamp match. That's the name. That's the name of the match.
I knew a swamp was gonna get involved in this.
I know, but you call it a horror show. That's the worst name for the match. Swamp match.
Extreme Rules Horror.
I thought we were gonna get a House of Horrors Part 2. Oh, is this for the title? I think it's non-title too.
It's non-title?
Yeah, it's non-title.
So Bray's gonna lose.
No, if it's non-title, then Braun's gonna lose.
Oh, sorry. Braun's gonna lose. Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna work. Why?
Yeah.
This sounds stupid. This match, I don't want to see the cinematic match. I was all in favor for Swamp Wyatt, but this cinematic match probably is gonna be as garbage as the New Day versus Wyatt cinematic thing we had years ago. Remember that?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to see this. This is gonna be terrible. I think
it's gonna be cinematic. So,
but I feel like it's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be horrible. It's not gonna be like the Boneyard match where it's kind of silly, but you can still enjoy it.
They should honestly put the title on the line.
Or he's gonna pin an alligator.
I mean, even if the title's on the line, I mean, does Bray have a lot to lose if it's gonna be old Bray? If he were to lose?
No, I don't think so, because it's gonna be like he's not gonna lose. It's gonna be Braun Strowman throws him in a swamp and he's gonna disintegrate and the Fiend's gonna come out later. So it's gonna be where, after like the Braun's gonna just throw him away and Bray will disappear or melt into the swamp, and then Braun's gonna walk away into the sunset with all this goop on him, and then the Fiend pops out from the river like a crocodile.
Yeah, like a crocodile.
He's like pop out his eyes out like, rawr, and then the screen's gonna go bleh, and it's over.
What was I gonna say?
Can you picture the Fiend swimming like a crocodile in the water?
Oh man, I think what you're saying that's what's gonna happen.
Because this is all going to be SummerSlam, the Fiend versus Braun Strowman. The debut of the Fiend, first official match.
So basically, you win the...
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
It's coming.
COVID.
It's because we're talking about WWE. Okay.
So basically, how you win the match is basically drown them in the swamp.
There's
eat you alive.
There's no rules for it. It's just gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight in the swamp.
It's gonna street swamp fight. Oh, that's gonna be great. Boy, are you looking forward to this pay-per-view? Because I'm not.
I'm not.
When is it? I think it's in like 2 weeks, isn't it?
2 weeks? Okay.
Let's see. What's it called? Extreme Rules 2020, July 19th. It's 2 weeks away.
Man. It's just so much in wrestling.
What's what?
It's so much fucking wrestling.
I know it is, but
like it's just pay-per-view. It's like every single time just saying, oh, so when's the next? Oh, it's in 2 weeks.
Because ratings are in the toilet for WWE. It
we
is
just had a takeover.
It is the worst it's ever been. The only thing people are interested are NXT, so they're trying to throw these gimmicks out here and trying to. I don't know. Just imagine WWE reviving Evolve and making that the new. Oh, can you imagine? That's a third stuff then on Wednesday night.
The new NXT. Well, no, not the new. The new.
Well, it'll be like the network NXT show.
Yeah, basically, yeah. The new
it'll be the development. It'll be the development brand. And we thought FCW was it,
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's move on to Raw.
Ooh, okay.
So much freaking wrestling, I can't.
Yeah, we're trying to give you like a weekly schedule program, but it's really hard to watch wrestling right now during a pandemic. It is like.
But even then, we weren't in pandemic. Like it's
hard
wrestling.
It's so hard to watch. And they think, there's other things we need to do during a pandemic. Wrestling is like the last thing I want to do. But we love wrestling. But so
we do. If I wasn't doing this podcast, I probably would have. I would have taken a break.
You would skip like a week or two once.
I will skip like a fucking month or two.
Yeah, but I think that's why we do this podcast. Cause it gives us a reason to watch it. This is an extra layer of why we should stick to wrestling right now.
I feel like I've been in a horror show this entire time.
Yeah. And you know what?
I feel like every single pay-per-view and show has been horror show.
Think of it this way. It is our duty to provide our listeners the quality entertainment of our misery if they enjoy it. And we could share all this programming together and get it all of our system.
And Dolph Ziggler in a WWE Championship match is not helping.
No, they even admitted he was half a wrestler. He was half worth a wrestler. It took 2 trades for AJ Styles, and he's only worth half of that. And he's getting a title match. Why would he? ever think he's gonna win that title.
Man. All right.
Isn't it funny when we always go through the same pattern when we get a brand new champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's whether it's Kofi Kingston or Drew McIntyre, they have to throw in a garbage feud, like garbage filler, and that person's name is Dolph Ziggler. Isn't that sad?
It's sad. Well, I mean, you already know how I feel about that.
Not only that, I guarantee you the next feud is gonna be versus Randy Orton.
Who? Oh,
for the WWE title, because he's the second person who's usually a filler in these title matches.
That's true. I agree.
These title reigns. So
with Ric Flair in his corner.
Oh, Ric Flair, and it will be at SummerSlam like last year. And
why is Rick here?
71-year-old man and COVID all over the WWE. He's the last person that needs to be at these tapings.
Ric Flair 71?
I think so. 71.
Oh yeah, he is 71.
70-year-old man, doesn't matter. And he's at these fucking tapings. And Randy Orton is not there because he probably has the COVID.
Dude, fucking Vince McMahon is 74.
I still remember the promo he cut with DX in 2009, how he's 64 years old. And here we are 10 years later, he's 74, going to 75.
Dude, and he's in good shape.
Oh, during that Attitude Era, they let
you know Vince's grandmother is like 100 and something?
She's alive.
You didn't know that?
She's still alive?
Yes, Vince McMahon's no, not grandmother, sorry, mother.
Oh, like fucking grandmother? How young did she have Vince?
Oh my god. His grandmother's like Wait, what are you asking? His grandmother's age?
You said grandmother. I'm like, how the fuck?
Oh, sorry, his mother, his mom.
Okay, mom, I can still believe.
She's 98 years old. Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
So she turned 99 this year.
Still incredible, but I believe it. I thought his parents were dead.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
incredible genetics.
When have I ever seen Vince McMahon's mom?
I've never seen Vince McMahon's mom.
That's never been a thing. Can you believe that?
We never even had her in a storyline.
Oh. Nothing.
Guess how much, dude, imagine he would have brought his mother. I mean, think about it. If this would have happened maybe 10 years ago.
No, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen during the Dudley era where she was going to go through a table.
Oh my God, we're not going to put Vince's mother through a table.
They put a 70-year-old woman through a table. They threw me young on a table. They could do Vince McMahon's mom.
Look, when DX, I don't know. I feel like his mother should have been involved in a storyline.
Probably it should have happened. Probably no. I don't know if Vince would ever want to put his mom through that.
Imagine 20 years ago. 20 years ago she was 78.
She probably could.
I mean 77, 78, 79.
No, they would have done something nasty and have like DX go in the bathroom with her or something. It'd be something provocative. I already know.
I can't. Okay. How'd you like the start of Monday Night Raw? The double contract signing.
We had that fight. I'm so happy they did this all at once. I'm glad we didn't have two separate contracts.
Fuck yeah. That's the first thing I was thinking about.
I'm like, thank you. We don't have to sit through this trash.
That's the first thing that ran through my mind. Like, finally they have both of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't believe any of these titles are going to change hands, but it's just a filler pay-per-view, to be honest. This is filler. Don't fucking Ziggler is a WWE title match. I don't hate Dolph Ziggler in real life. I don't. I've met him. He seems a nice guy. I saw him in Disneyland. Remember that story? He.
That's right. You met him, right?
I didn't meet him directly. He was hiding his face the whole time. He was eating at our restaurants and hiding in the corner with his I think it was his previous girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. I don't know, some blonde. Could have been somebody we know. I don't know. But he was there with some like this other person. Could have been an agent or something. But seemed like a cool guy. I just don't give a damn about this feud.
So, okay, moving on.
They teased the Claymore. That's it. Game over.
So 3 hours is a 3-hour Raw, and we still getting Andrade and Angel Garza in like multiple matches.
Yeah, 2 matches.
Two matches. Didn't that happen already?
They had to do double duty because of the COVID right now.
Yeah, they're still doing double duty and being in multiple segments.
We didn't have the Street Profits because they were dancing around the audience and getting COVID.
Yeah. So
and jobbing and Viking Raiders getting jobbed out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Viking Raiders, they had that 6-month feud, doing anything you can do, I can do better, and they just get beat. How sad is that? How fucking sad is that? I feel bad for them.
And then we had a new 24/7 champion, R-Truth.
R-Truth wants it back. Who cares? Move along.
Okay, how'd you like the
we didn't get no Big Ninja either, which is even worse.
How'd you like that whole Seth Rollins? Probably Big Ninja has COVID.
Probably has COVID, yeah.
All the other ninjas have COVID.
But he had a mask on.
Yeah.
The only person that's following the rules is the freaking Ninja.
Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio and Dominic and that whole thing going on. Is it money for you? Are you convinced?
No.
Or it's not going.
He's got no direction anymore. He's done. He should be staying home in quarantine. He has a baby on the way.
Oh yeah, you're right. He should be home.
What the F are you doing? When you find out you have all these COVIDs, don't you want to get the F out of there and pull a Kevin Owens?
Yeah, you're right. I think this storyline, I mean, it would have been better fit for Samoa Joe. Period.
And he just have like a thumb injury, doesn't he?
Who?
Samoa Joe?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he has his broken thumb right now. That's why he can't wrestle.
Which is good on commentary, though.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, I feel like this is it for Samoa Joe. This is his career now.
Man,
he's a part-time wrestler, but he's going to be like going back and forth commentary because apparently WWE loves him on commentary.
Yeah, he is pretty good.
He brings that color commentary that we desperately need.
Mm-hmm. MVP. Apollo Crews, I know you were interested in that. Is it still money for you?
I did. This is starting to get really bad because it's pulling Lashley away from the WWE title when he was so hot for it before.
Yeah. And
we're going, and MVP beats Apollo Crews. Not even that hard. Not even that much of a distraction. He's just got beat. There's a slight distraction from Lashley, and that's it. And then we get Lashley just killing the Apollo Crews.
And what about the Ricochet return with Cedric Alexander?
Oh, I don't even want to remember that.
The prize are back.
Oh, yeah. We had the segment, too, with, like, Cedric and Ricochet talking to Apollo. Like, all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, these two have been off TV forever. And when they come out to make the save, it's like, oh, my God, part of the Raw roster is here to help. I mean, we just saw them talking to them. Can't you just say it's like his buddies? Not part of the roster. He doesn't even say the names of them. Ricochet comes back to get squashed with Lashley. What did he do?
He had a special, the 24/7? No, 24. No, what was it called? 365 days, I believe, on the WWE Network.
Yeah, that's why he's on TV.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he was on TV, to promote that.
And then he's gonna go away next week.
Yeah. Sorry, Ricochet.
Dude, Ricochet, Aleister Black.
I saw it coming. I knew this was gonna happen.
And Aleister Black too. He became a jobber. Well, not a jobber, but he just isn't. He's stuck in. He's a replacement for Rey Mysterio right now.
We have yet to find the next Rey Mysterio.
We're never gonna get it. I thought we had it, but he's stuck on NXT right now as the Cruiserweight champion.
Well, I mean, until you're in the main roster and you get Vince's attention, then
okay. Well,
the next Cruiserweight high flyer.
We're not gonna get it because Vince McMahon looks at it that either you're the type of luchador that either takes off his mask, and there's two options: you either become Selena Vega stable, or you get jobbed out like the Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
You're either one or the other.
Yeah.
But I have high hopes for Santos Escobar.
All right. Sasha Banks and Dolph Ziggler defeating Asuka and Drew McIntyre. Main event.
Who cares? Who cares? No, did they really? I thought that was the other way.
No, yeah, Sasha Banks and Dolph Ziggler won. Remember they were celebrating?
Yeah.
With Bayley? Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares? We're missing something else happened on Raw. Am I crazy?
I'm always missing those damn segments, but I mean,
there wasn't anything I remember that was worthwhile to talk about.
Honestly, it's just repetitiveness. Raw is just down the drain.
Well, everything's a mess now because everything.
At least SmackDown with Matt Riddle, it feels a little bit fresh, but Raw's just down the drain.
Maybe because I like the Universal title more right now than the WWE title.
Yeah.
Because I'm still interested in the Fiend, even though they don't want to use the Fiend. They're like hiding him under the TV or something. And Raw has Big Show squashing two guys that shouldn't be getting squashed, and he's feuding with Randy Orton, which we had like 15 years ago. I think we got that feud. I think we had this feud multiple times.
Yeah.
Because didn't we have this feud in like 2013 for the title?
No. Yeah, I believe. No. Maybe. Yeah.
We had the corporate Randy Orton.
Corporate Randy Orton.
And Big Show was stealing the yes chance for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's so gross. I don't know what. And Ruby Riott, the teasing her and Liv Morgan getting back together at some point.
Oh God. Let's just drop it. Just drop it. No, that was Monday Night Raw for you.
Just drop it. We need a fresh start. Like a fresh start. How do you do it? How do we fix this? How do we fix it?
Dude, it's already bad enough with fans and everything's normal, and now it's even worse.
So the ratings are in the toilet. You got rid of Paul Heyman. You replaced him with Buddy Love. So you got this one guy doing 2 shows and stressing him out. What is Vince thinking? Vince doesn't want to wear masks. He thinks it's weak. So
he's ready for fans to return by August.
Oh, it's not happening. Sorry, Vince. It's not happening. He can dream. He can dream. He thought we were going to get him at WrestleMania still.
Yeah.
It's not happening, and his man is delusional. I hate this because this was a company I looked up to as a kid. I saw potential. I wanted to be there. I've grown up and my eyes are wide open, and it's just kind of like what the real world is. It's a dirty business.
Yeah.
The dirty world, a dirty business.
It is. It's a dirty business. Pretty much.
And it's full of, apparently right now, it's just full of creeps, weirdos, molesters, and unbeliever, like, they don't believe in science. So what do you want?
Yeah.
So that was it. We're getting ready for Extreme Rules in 2 weeks. We have the rest of AEW and NXT specials. Do we want to do predictions for the Great American Bash?
No. I mean, it's.
What do we have? What do we have to look forward to? It's just a title match. It's just a title match I'm looking forward to.
It's a title match. I think Adam Cole's probably gonna win.
Adam Cole? Keith Lee wins. Isn't this kind of just so random though?
I mean, it's a way to put their statement on. I don't know.
Adam Cole had that title forever.
If they're bitter about the ratings, they'll have Keith Lee win.
Well, yeah, to stick it to AEW, yeah, they would.
Yeah, to stick it to AEW, yes. Kind of like that whole Mick Foley.
I could see that. I think they should do that. Keith Lee winning both titles probably is the best thing for it. I could see him being the man that held both titles for the first time ever. Because that title's been 2 years? Do you think it's too soon to have a double champion?
No, kind of is. Those 2 titles are big. I mean, they're like a big deal. They build these 2 titles up. So
how long should he? If he wins, how long should he hold the titles? Is he gonna lose one of them right away?
I mean,
I feel like that would be so cruel though.
If he loses them right away?
I just feel like it's such a no. I feel like if he loses the North American title, it makes it look trash. That's all.
Okay, gotcha.
And you can't drop the world title because then that would be trash. It would be a trash. It won't make it trash. It will make a trashy reign.
Yeah.
Be a transitional reign like Mick Foley. We don't want that. And if Adam Cole wins it, it's like, well, it's Seth Rollins 2.0 when he had 2 titles. He's just gonna lose it at a 2 out of 3 falls match, or he's gonna wrestle twice in one match, twice in one show, and lose the title.
And lose one of them, yeah.
And he's gonna retire Sting. So.
Oh my god. All right. So does that conclude?
That concludes it. Like I said, just a normal run-of-the-mill episode of just continuation of last week, and I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Don't forget to hit our like button and subscribe to our every Twitter handle and wherever you find us on Twitter. We're everywhere basically, aren't we?
Not everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Oh, social media wise, yes.
Social media, yeah. I mean, we're not we're not gonna hit every social media. I'm sorry. We're never going back to tout. So
the tout.
We're not touting. I'm sorry. Or Mixer, because that's not a thing either. So yeah, that's all. We're just looking for support. Just download our show. Take your time watching it, or don't finish it. That's all. And, it's okay. Whatever floats your boat. We just like, if you want to support us, we're just looking for any download. That's all. No, we're not even asking for much. If you got any questions, just follow us and just send us messages on Instagram. We'll gladly respond, and you can see all our funny stories too that get breaking, like all the breaking news that happens. So, well, that's it for me. Anything last words from you?
That'll be it.
That'll be it.
Ready to go.
We're gonna go and stay quarantined and stay home. So I hope everybody has a wonderful July 4th weekend. Don't forget, stay home, stay away from large gatherings. We need to beat this all together. Wash your hands, cover your face, and
keep your pets inside.
Keep your pets inside. Is that a thing now? Yeah, apparently is. So, and I feel like I'm forgetting one more thing. Come on, Quique, come on. What is it?
No, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Good night, everybody.